So just hooking the tedder back up again now, and we'll go around and ted the field here, and I'll explain a little bit about what that is and why we do it. Yeah, so this is the new tedder. We went down to Chippenham Farm Sales to pick this up. Really pleased with it, actually, from the little bit we did with it yesterday. Quite simple, which simple's always good for me. It needs one hydraulic service on the back, which just operates the wings to extend it out. And you just pull the pull rope here, and then you can just drop the wings down. So it's a 4-rotor tedder. There we go, so that's down now into sort of operating position. What we'll do, we'll go through the centre first and then come around the edges so that we're not driving over what we've already tedded. But the idea of this is just to flick the grass up in the air a little bit, get a bit of air under it, turn it over so that it's sort of drying evenly. It's really hot this time, so I don't know how many times we'll ted this over, but we would normally do one straight after it's been mowed, then we normally do 2 the next day and perhaps 1 the day after that. Does vary a little bit depending on what the weather does. It'll probably need 2 today, it might only need 1 tomorrow, and then we might be rowing up and starting to bale tomorrow possibly. And certainly in the middle of the field, the headlands sometimes take a little bit longer to dry out, but this is the first turn, which it's just lunchtime now, and we're just doing the first turn of the day, so it's had the sun on it for a good few hours like this. So as I say, we're just going to whiz around now, and we'll turn it all over and let the sun get on it on the other side of it for the afternoon. It's ever such a light crop, this. I don't think we're going to get a lot of bales from here. There was quite a lot of height to it when we mowed it. It went pretty flat. There's not much bulk in the base of it at all. And as I say, it is drying out pretty quick. What sort of feed value this will have, I don't know. We might end up with this going through the straw chopper and using it as bedding even, I don't know yet. So you adjust sort of how much it's picking up with the top linkage. That changes how aggressive, it changes the angles of the rotor to give you that kind of effect as you're coming along. And then you can also change the angle that the 4 rotors are to the tractor, so that way, so when you're going around the edge of the field, you can make sure that the stuff you're flicking up is going into the field, not into the hedges. But hopefully you can see the difference there. It's just sort of flicking the grass up in the air, and it's just getting a bit of air underneath it. Just helping it dry out. Man, it's hot. It's really, really hot. That's our second lot of tedding finished now. I'm not quite sure what to make of this crop. I just don't know what to expect from it when we start baling it. It's not going to win any awards, that's for sure. There's a lot of thistles in it. Whether it's going to be any good for feed or whether we're going to just use it as bedding, I don't know. I mean, it smells nice. It has got a nice smell to it. The little ewe that we've got in the barn who's not very well, she's eating bits we're taking in at the moment. It can't be that bad because she's not eating some of the other hay, which is stuff that we've brought in from last year. I just don't know how it's going to turn out. It's all an adventure. I really love that tedder though. Thoroughly recommend one of those. As I say, it's a Malone. It does like 5 and a bit meters compared to our old one that I think did about 1 meter. So I've just tedded that field now in about 1.5 hours, and I wasn't going particularly quick. I could have gone a lot quicker because it's quite a light crop, but it's quite a bumpy field. That's all our fields. It's tedded that out in a little bit over 1 hour, which is pretty good really. Hi girl, I brought you a bit more grass in to try. All right, we'll see you in a bit.